Oh, hello, friends. Oh, hello. I'm live from an exotic locale of mystery. Where am I? Is it Munich? Is it Helsinki? Is it Bosnia-Herzegovina? No. I'm here at Palm Desert, California. Not left the state. It's not really that exotic of a locale. I was kind of lying in the title. Well, let's just say overselling more than lying. Regardless, here I am, face first, right in your kisser. Oh no! Eric, you look so alarmed. Well, fine, go away then. People leaving just because I look alarmed. What's up with that, you know? It's like, why you want to be so mean? If you want to be my lover, you've got to get with my friends. My beard's looking pretty good in this camera angle here. It's looking pretty meaty. Quite the meaty beak there too, huh? Let's see. What do I need to make this experience better for the viewer? And to be even closer. Yeah, that's a really good viewing experience. You guys are loving this. Like, what is that? Is that Eric's eye? And I'm all like, yeah. Where's your eye? And you're all like, I don't have one. Is that Eric's cheek? Yeah. Where's your cheek? Wanna look at my ear? There it is. You're getting the up close and personal tour. Here's my neck. You may recognize it from previous experiences of that which stretches from my shoulders to my head. I'm sitting here in the hotel room. As you can see, it's not really a hotel room as much as a condominium. But, condominium, hotel room, whatever. And I wasn't sure if I really wanted to live stream right now. I'm pretty tired. I had a long drive. The drive that normally should take about 2 hours took about 4 because a lot of traffic, and also we made a pit stop to get weed and then took surface streets part of the way. So that was part of the problem. But a lot of construction on the way down the 10 here to Palm Desert. And, the older I get, the less I can handle extended SE without just feeling worn out. I guess being live from an exotic locale has been very attractive to the viewing audience because there's only 4 people here and it's 4 minutes in. That's fairly slow accumulation of viewers. I probably used up my notifications as well, I guess. It's odd. It's not like I particularly have a lot to talk about, but I always feel the need to sort of check in with the internet and say, well, this is where I am now, and Rachel's over there, and I'm in like gods. Men do like gods, but they also like goddesses, demigods, regular humans, and animals. Yeah, I'm pretty up close and personal, huh?
You are.
Look at that beard in there.
Wow, look at that beard.
Let it go into focus. Go ahead, go focus. Focus. Come on.
You can see kind of the different color hairs.
Yeah, well, it will go into focus sometimes.
Yeah, I saw of your pores. It really got up in there. There we go.
There we go. Look at that.
That's a nice side profile, ready for a coin.
That's a weathered old gent. I could be an old prospector. That's how old prospectors sound. Hi, Alex Rodriguez. Are they similar to gods, or are they fond of them? That's what I want to know. You're welcome to come lie down, Rachel, my darling.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Thank you for doing that. Will you hand me the mouse?
Yes. I was thinking about taking a bong rip.
That's a good idea. Why don't you take a bong rip? I'll hold down the fort here.
Okay.
And then you can come back in after you're done smoking and hold down the fort, and I'll go pull a bong rip too. So
Yeah, that sounds good.
take the weeds are in your drawer right there. I must say we got some quite spectacular weed today.
I'm gonna save the sativa for tomorrow.
Okay, we're gonna do a little indica tonight. We're gonna go indica, sure.
Yeah.
So this is the indica we got, which is quite good. It's like 33% or whatever THC. This shit though,
Wow.
it's a sativa, but what does it say? It's called Crescendo. Not really going into focus, but it's got 43% total cannabinoids. 43.29. I have never seen any weed with this high test on it. This is the highest test I've ever seen. 43.29%. That's crazy.
Really?
Now we go out to the patio here to smoke. We put the bong right there outside on the patio. There's the patio door.
Oh, hey guys.
That's the patio door, and we just go out there and smoke on the patio.
Yeah, no
one's ever complained about it or anything. We do that every time we come here, so. And I smoke cigarettes out there too, and I'll pile up my cigarette butts and then I'll throw them all away before I leave. So we never leave any smoke odor or whatever in the room. Although it is true that last time we were here with my dad, he came in one time and we'd been smoking outside, and sometimes briefly the smell will come in to the condo for a second, but it won't really make the condo smell at all. It's just from outside. I'm a debate coach, DM. I'm currently actually not a debate coach. I'm not currently coaching debate, but that was my job and career for most of my life. I'm currently doing some English teaching, some typology stuff. Not a whole hell of a lot, really. But I got some projects in the works. But yeah, I'm a professional debate coach, competition flow debate. Prior to that, I was a English teacher. Prior to that, I was a special ed teacher. But I would call myself, when people ask me what my job is, I'd say I'm a debate coach. Because right now is a weird time in debate with COVID. All the tournaments have gone online. I would probably, if I wanted to make money in debate right now, I would have to probably work for somebody else you know, or be a judge or something, just because of the circumstances have changed a bit. Oh yeah, it's a thing for sure. Competition flow debate is a sport basically in high school and middle school, just like tennis, for example. It's like tennis in that um, in the real competition flow debate forums, it's either one against one or two against two. So in that regard, it's like tennis, and it's also like tennis in the sense that once you get into the out rounds, anyway, it's win and move on, lose and go home. Um, so my gods, that's interesting. So yeah, I coached first here at Rebay Academy, um, and then I coached at a place called Kudos College of Youth Leadership, which was a middle school program. Um, then I had my own school, autonomy debate, and then like I was at LD. That's the format I most recently coached. The last I coached the last LD topic, but Jeffrey's taken this LD topic off, which is fine. I didn't feel like prepping it anyway. I'm kind of, when you do debate long enough, I mean, a lot of the joy of it is in the competition side of things. After you've won enough, uh, but you both realize how much effort it takes to sustain winning, and also that you don't really need to win anymore. In other words, I felt like I had a lot to prove until I didn't anymore, and then I didn't anymore. So so yeah, I'm not particularly active in debate at the moment. It's always sort of a worst case scenario fallback. If I needed to, I could always go get a job as a debate coach at a high school or something. Um, my resume is like, you know, I'm, you could legitimately say I'm overqualified for a high school coaching job, which is kind of silly to say because that's kind of the pinnacle of the thing. But, um, having directed a big program, I, I've got plenty of sort of, I guess, professional capital in the field. Um, but it's like I was reflecting today on the drive down here as we passed Laverne on the way down to Palm Desert, uh, about how much my life has changed over the last few years. And, I felt sad about Laverne, about the life that I had there that was sort of aborted. Uh, but it was mostly just, no, I haven't watched Ted Cruz's Harvard debate videos. I mean, in general, I find college debate is weak compared to high school debate. Most good high school debaters don't go into college debate. So in general, college debate is pretty weak. Hi, precious angel.
Hi, handsome.
Hello. Hi. I mean, sure, that's one way of doing internal dialogue, I guess, is having to be a flashback. I'm not sure how that makes it easier, but it's plausible. Right, she trapped him. Well, I mean, she hates NTPs. That's what it boils down to. She hates him because he's an ENTP. I've experienced this my whole life. There are people who just simply hate us, and the reason is because they can tell that we are using our introverted thinking to draw our own conclusions. So she's a teacher. She doesn't want him drawing his own conclusions. She wants to tell him what to think. Well, I mean, sure, that's why he should, like I said, just have him do it with a bunch of internal dialogue and just look. He's still trying to care, right? That's the problem here. If you're not going to care, don't care, and then just churn out whatever garbage she wants. Well, she should have told him that before he came up with the story, right? Okay, but okay, so but what have we learned here from this? What mistakes do we keep making? We keep asking permission.
But she didn't realize what he was saying at the time. She said, "Oh, that's fine." And
Okay,
then
the thing
later
is,
on,
why is he talking to her at all?
oh, because there's like some technical thing he wasn't sure.
Right, but every time her attention falls on him, she makes his life more difficult.
Ah, gosh, yes, I know. But
So, in other words, he needs to make a decision. If he really doesn't care, then let him not care and have him turn out exactly the garbage that she wants and think about it not any further than that. Or if he's gonna care, then let him do what he does best and what he's meant to do and attack. But don't try to split the difference. The benefit of not caring is you don't have to care, right?
um, yeah, yeah, but I don't know. I mean,
Well, I mean, it's like she set him to do some work. He did it. Then she said, "Oh, I didn't mean that work," and so it's like, but you still have to do that the thing you already started. What? I mean, come on. So like you're telling me, oh yes, I want you to do this work. You do the work. Then she says, oh, I didn't mean do it like that. I meant do it like this other way. And he said, okay, well I'll do a different story then. She says, no, you have to do the same story that's not fit for this, right? So you're stuck, right? And what happened is you got those answers because somewhere along the line, you're asking her too many questions, right? Don't ask questions you don't want the answer to. Is this okay? Is not a good question to ask. What's a much better approach is make her say it's not okay and then attack her on that point after the fact. Then she has to defend instead of attacking all the time. The thing is this, you can't know how it's going to turn out, okay? What you can know is whether or not you're going to win the argument. The thing is, you want to know in advance how exactly winning the argument is going to help you. And the answer is you'll find out, but you're not going to know in advance. The thing is, you want to know in advance how to interface these people to get the results you want. And I'm saying, well, instead of interfacing, why don't you attack them? And you're saying, well, I don't know how that's going to end up working. And I said, I'm telling you, I don't know either, but that's because it's that style. That approach doesn't rely on knowing in advance anything beyond just that you have the winning arguments. I mean, it couldn't possibly be taking more energy than this. I mean, how much energy have you put into this class? You put up enough energy into this class as Jeffrey's mother to power a small third world country. And that's not even Jeffrey, that's you. Okay, you're telling me this. You just said to me, high school is just high school. You're saying this to me. And why don't you remember that it's just high school? You keep treating it like it's a life or death matter or something. So what if he gets a B? Who cares? I mean, really, it's like that. It's not like that woman's opinion matters at all. So even if she does give him a B and it like hurts his chances of getting to some college or whatever, well, I mean, when he graduates from college, it's not going to matter, right? It's not going to matter what college he went to when he graduates. Can you say go with your friends?
Yeah. Oh no. Hi everyone. Really? I don't see everyone's like comments on my phone. Hey Oliver Linehan. How's it going in your part of the woods? Your neck of the woods, I guess it's really called. I just smoked some good weed and it does make a difference. I mean, the quality of weed makes a difference. It's a nice treat. What are you guys doing on this Tuesday night? Do 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 Did I watch the typing session this morning? So I wasn't there for it because I was packing. And like trying to handle like pee-pee. She was skittish today. She like could tell that we were leaving. But I overheard it, and we listened to it actually in the car on the way to Palm Desert. Why do you ask, Oliver Linehan? What do you think? I did get a new haircut, SS Senjutsu. I actually ruined my hair myself, and so I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna cut it." So up them plates 48. You could shove it. No, I'm just kidding. You can have your opinion. I don't really care. Yeah. Oliver Linehan, the same feeling. I had the same feeling. At first, I was like, this guy really seems like an ENFJ. He looks like an ENFJ. But then when it came to the TI, he showed it. He is more talkative. But he was also thoughtful in what he was saying, which makes me also think INFJ. Right. INFJs can be talkative depending where they are. Even Frank James says, like, INFJs are chameleons. We can kind of go from social situation to social situation and fit in. So, say I have a weekend where I'm going to a wedding. Like, my FE is going to be really on that day. So I could be really talkative. You know, I'm probably going to want to be more talkative at a wedding because it's a social situation. Whereas if I'm at Starbucks on my phone listening to my music, I am definitely quiet as a mouse. No, he's INFJ. Sean O'Neill. He totally is. I used to not like. I had a time like where some of the things that Frank James said were so close to home for me that I couldn't listen. Like 2 years ago, I got into Frank James' channel even before knowing I was an INFJ, and I was like, wow, holy shit! Like a lot of what he has to say like spoke to me. So he's so INFJ. Did you see the introvert on a date? The translator for the introvert. It was pretty funny. I don't know about Zoe Deschanel. He is very good with discussing the NITI loop. I think he I think he's a type 4 Enneagram, so like he probably gets into those loops like pretty easily. Plus he's like not in a relationship, so like when INFJs are not in a relationship, he's not been in a relationship in a while. The NITI loop goes pretty bananas. Like you're looking for like brightness in all the generalities that are like a part of society. So it can be a fucking mess. You can relate? Cool, RC. Yeah, he's definitely an INFJ. I mean, I can see INFP too, right? Like, I can see why people would say that he's an INFP, especially when he's acting, especially when he's acting as an INFP. He acts as an INFP so well. But I just think that he's an INFJ whom a lot of INFPs like. It seems I used to go onto his live streams when he had them. He doesn't really do them anymore, but when he had the live streams, I would go, and it would just be a flood of like I don't even know what type of like personalities were in that chat, but there were so many people. I could only imagine like how overwhelming that was for him probably, but I know that there was like a fangirl group of INFPs on the chat for him. So INFPs really like Frank James. Oh, I'm so glad he's going to take a bong rip. That's really good. I'm talking about Frank James. He is an Enneagram 4. Yeah, so like Enneagram 4s are very much like, look at my chic sweater. I'm going to go sit by the fire and read a book. I mean, that sounds like 5 too, but 4 is like really individualistic. He's an artist. I mean, I think he plays a lot of instruments and he makes his own music. It's very 4. 4s are 4s can be stubborn too. I have 4 in my tri type. I go from 7 to 4, and it's very much like, you can't tell me what to do. I'm me. I'm nobody else. Take me as I am, because you're gonna have to. Nice, RC. Crank it to 11. I think we're using the mic on the screen. We don't have our mics with us. We're traveling right now. Oliver Linehand says people think he's an INFP. He is in Frank James because he has a feely effect on camera, and he looks like he's about to cry. Most people see that when they assume he's an INFP and ignore the obvious otherwise. Yeah, signs otherwise. Yeah. Hi, Winston's mom. Thank you. Yeah, we're in the desert right now, actually. Eric was like, should we live stream? Should we watch anime? And we decided to live stream for a little bit, and it seems like it was the decision to make. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I think I'm an autumn, Winston's mom, a deep autumn. Like my hair color is right now is too deep for my natural like hair, like my natural whatever. My natural hair color. I'm in a deep autumn. Yo, Kata 69 Kata. Uh, we're on a trip. We were invited to go on a trip with Eric's dad. We are in the desert right now. So it's nice. It's really nice. How would you differentiate between an INFJ philosopher and an INTJ one? INFJ philosopher would be more warm. I think would add color to and visualizations to create a vision that is whatever their philosophy is. Whereas an INTJ is going to be a little bit more analytical and orderly when it comes to their visions and goals. The INFJ is going to be more of a counselor type philosopher, whereas an INTJ is going to be more of a physician about it, like more a doctor. So that's the differences between INFJ philosopher and an INTJ philosopher. One's going to be more warm and creating metaphors and visualizations, while the other will use metaphors and visualizations, but it will be more laid out in scale, like importance and goals to be set. Maybe a little bit more stoic in their answers. Like I think an INFJ is more expressive than an INTJ. So an INTJ is great for like stoic advice, a philosopher who's good on stoicism. His dad is, God, I'm so sorry, I don't know. Born in 1938. So he was born in 1938. I can't do that math. That's how old his dad is. What are the most striking differences between you and an ESFP? The most striking difference is that an ESFP will go right up to like a person and be like, "Hey, want to be friends?" Like I've had several ESFPs like come up to me and be like, "Oh my gosh, you're so adorable. Let's be friends." Like I would never do that. It takes me a long time to like warm up. Like I used to even have to get drunk, honestly, sometimes to like warm up and talk to people. Like that, I'm not proud of that, but that is something that I used to do. Differences between ESFPs more likely to take risks. INFJs are not. ESFPs go after what they want and they do it right away and they know how to do it. I have a cousin who is in college right now and in Wisconsin, I believe, and she wanted to go there because it's the biggest party school. But I know she's going to do well in school as well, so. But they always get what they want. Eric is talking to Jeffrey's mom right now because they're having problems with the English teacher. Yeah, 82. He's 82, I believe, because he was born in August, Winston's mom. Yeah, honestly, that was not like me. I was really in a bad spot. I was in a bad spot when me and Eric first met. And I wasn't expecting to stay. It was an impulsive act for me. I do impulsive things, but they don't happen that often. Like I prefer to plan. Like it makes me like I think so. We planned this trip to Palm Desert to be with Eric's dad, and we knew that pee had to be taken care of. Well, we have the inside bedroom, and she loves the inside bedroom, so we put her in there with kitty litter, food, and plenty of water. So, and plenty of food too. So she should be like fine. Even if we're here for 2 days. So we know that we're here for 2 days, and I actually packed for 2 days, but who knows, we might stay for another one. We can. I'm not a very, I can be impulsive. That is my 7, but I prefer to know before. I let Eric learn on his own when it comes to like things too. I think, why do I know so much? I'm 36, up them plates 48. So, and I'm an INFJ, so I am a knower type. I research a lot of things. There was a time where I was just not working, or I was working part-time, and my parents like didn't understand how like I could stay in my room for basically the whole day and feel entertained, and I was. I would research a lot of different things, like health things, astrology, typology, science, politics, celebrity gossip, you name it. Like I was entertained by it. So I feel like a lot of that has stuck with me. Oliver Linehan, because I am not sure, I do not want to take guesses. You could ask Horse Mumbler 1 if he knows who Jeff Shaw is. Horse Mumbler 1 is kind and trustworthy and knows what is what behind the scene. I don't know what's up with Jeff Shaw. I don't know. I don't know if it was him who called. We don't know anything. We stay away. I stay away from that subject usually because I don't have the facts. 69 Coda, I do not have stuff on you. I don't know you that well. The only stuff that I have on you is that your sticker is 69. I think it's pretty funny. Updone Place 48 says, is your mom still mad at Eric for when he love bombed you and why she wants you to stay living with her forever? Well, things have changed. My mom dealt with me and Eric when I had my last manic episode. So my mom has more respect for him now because he helped me through a crisis situation. But I just also, again, Eric learns by experience. So even if I were to tell him, like, be careful with my mom, like, she seems really nice sometimes, but she can be manipulative. Like he has to learn that to himself. So he already knows, like, which is good. And we're on better terms with her now, which is also good. Oh, thank you, Chris Chapin. Yeah, we are in a really nice condo right now in Palm Desert with Eric's dad. It's funny, Sean O'Neill. It used to lower my TI. When we first were together, it lowered my TI. It was really hard for me to understand what he wanted and what was going to be expected of the relationship. It was really hard for me to reconcile because I had been in relationships before where I had to be careful, and so I felt like I had to be careful, and so I was very protective of my TI. But he does take care of a lot of the TIing for me, and he grounds me too with any like I can be fretting over something like astrology, right? Okay, so like say one day I'm bored and I look at our astrology and someone says something negative about us or whatever. I fret, and he's always like, look at it look at the SI of it. Like we are together every day. Like not many people can do that. So it's really lucky that we do get along, you know, like I don't take things as serious anymore. Like I'll do a tarot reading with someone, or I'll do a pick a card on YouTube, and I used to base my answers like on life on those like what those cards would say. I wouldn't veer from that, which was a mistake on my part. I took it too seriously, but being with Eric, I don't take it as serious anymore. So it's really good. We do balance out each other. So I think my TI is probably the healthiest it's ever been. Beta Quadra. Have I ever date RCS? Rachel, have you ever dated anyone in the Beta Quadra? Yes, I have. I've actually dated an ENFJ, right? That's Beta. Yeah, and an ISTP. Did I ever go out with? Who else is in there? ESTP. Oh yeah, and an ESTP. So I dated all the my quadra. The last guy, the ESTP, was like we were like, oh my God. He thought he called me his girlfriend. I was like, I was your girlfriend. I didn't know that. Fuck if I knew. ISTP we did for 3 months, and he like lied to me, so I couldn't stay with him. And then ENFJ, we were in a long distance relationship for 4 years. But this was before I even knew anything about typology, actually. Rachel, do you notice that Cancers, Leos, and Virgos seem to be the most emotional people? You know, I do think that Cancers and Leos are emotional. I think Leos are passionate. Like when they're talking, it's like big hands and like, you know, big smile, nice hair, um, laundry. Cancers are emotional because they ruled like the chest area, the breasts, and um, Virgos can be dramatic. I think Virgos can be good actors. I have to get the laundry. Please talk amongst yourself.
Okay, well, in the past day and forty class, we heard of it.
I'm back. My hair's so greasy. I'm gonna wash it tomorrow. How are you guys doing? I used to, Torres Shepherd says, I used to think I was into technical death metal, but lately, basically, none of it does anything for me. I wonder why. Maybe that changes. I used to be like really into boy bands. Like NSYNC was like my band. I used to be really into classic rock too. Like that would be like one of the only things that I would like listen to. But not anymore. I'm thinking I'm thinking it is bugging me a little bit. But I'm thinking I'm just gonna take a shower tomorrow morning and I'll feel refreshed and have the warm desert air dry my hair that way. Yeah, leaf trimmer. Are you in college? And if you are in college, which college do you? Yeah, I used to. I mean, come on. I'm like 36 now. I love Bye Bye Bye. I used to know all the dance moves, but I listen to only. I think on my playlist, Bye 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 is the only song that I have, or it's going to be Me Too. I think that's also on there. I have them on my playlist still. It doesn't mean that I hate them. I just don't listen to them that much anymore. I was a metalhead in high school, says RC. I still listen to it if I'm having a crappy day. I knew an ENTJ who was really into heavy metal. Like I'd never heard heavy metal until I met Patrick Brady. Patrick Brady liked shit. What are some of those bands? Like something with a D. Like I don't know, like the heavy stuff. And we would ride around haphazardly in Franklin Square. And yeah, the ENTJ, he liked like heavy death metal stuff. And an INTJ, I know actually, he was in a death metal like band and he was a singer. So I don't know if it has something to do with like, I don't know. I don't know what do they have in common? Those two people have in common besides they just like Patrick. I don't know. I guess they have TE in common. I don't know. Um. Well, I think Sean O'Neill. It's kind of hard to answer, at least for me, because like I think the most basic way of knowing someone's an introvert is how often do you rather stay home? Extrovert is how often do you feel you need to talk to people? It doesn't matter who, you just need to talk to people. And with introverts, it's more like, you know what, I could stay home tonight more often than not. Kata, I always do say your name backwards. I'm sorry. 69 Kata says, does Eric deal with Jeffrey's dad ever? I ask because his mom seems to trust Eric's opinion a lot. LOL, I'm eavesdropping his combo. So no, Jeffrey doesn't. Jeffrey's dad doesn't really deal with Eric. Eric is Jeffrey's dad's supervisor. So even if Jeffrey's dad had something that he like was going to say, he would just defer that Eric is right because he's the supervisor type. So what that means is that Eric, Jeffrey's dad is an ISTP and Eric is an ENTP. So it's mostly the mom ESTJ working with Eric. No, Mike Jones the third, we actually go on vacation a lot. This has been, these times have been trying, and I don't think I'm just saying that for myself. Like, I think that we've been really lucky, but it's also been, things shut down. Actually, this condo was locked down on lockdown for a while, so we couldn't even go to the desert if we wanted to. Do I think that ESTJs are hot? I actually don't know any ESTJ guys besides Eric's dad. He's a good-looking guy. Club. I'd like to know who's a part of the Discord, and how's it going on that Discord? Because I liked going on it for a little bit, but then it just got a little crazy. Does anyone go to it, or is it still TWFP? Discord fell apart. Really? See, the thing is, Oliver Linehan, Kyra and emails, like, we haven't seen them on this chat, on a live chat, in a while. Like, I was just thinking about how, like, so a lot of the people from the Discord haven't been back to the live chat. Like, running Fox, Sandy, I haven't seen any of them. And I'm like, what did Discord do? That's so sad that the same people left. Rachel, do you think about consequences a lot, and were you like that your whole life?
Consequences are for losers. I stopped the quote. Yeah, when that lady, no, that's not Winston's mom, that's Jeffrey's mom. That lady, I talk about going through the trenches with someone. It's like, Jeffrey's mom and I have been two generals at the same war table for gone through quite some battles now, and that woman makes me laugh with her hilarious and bipolar. It's just, I like that family a lot.
I do too.
They're really nice people.
They are. I call her, I text her with her name, but no, she's Jeffrey's mom. I hope everyone who, wait, really, Oliver Linehan? Like, Kyra and Email don't like Eric? Why? What happened? I heard, Lee Trimmer says, I heard they talk rubbish about him too. RF and Cloud and others together, including Emailed, Anthrax, Kyra, and some user called Joey. Joey, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. They wouldn't talk about it around me. That's nice, Karma's pimp. Yeah, I know. I don't know why they wouldn't like Eric.
Is there clothes anywhere?
What? Yes, there is. There.
Okay.
Sorry.
I wasn't sure if it was like a back cloth for the chair or something.
Oh no, my skirt.
Wow, let me tell you. Wow, what an adventure I have on the phone with Jeffrey's mom. So, she doesn't know what to do because Jeffrey's got an 88 right now, and this English teacher is making it impossible for him to get an A. Oh, Mike Jones is just a troll. Hey, Eric, give that Karma's Pimp the Discord. What does that mean? I don't know. The art hanging over the bed is textbook hotel art. It's gold squares inside of a box, which is basically a frame with depth.
You know what it reminds me of? So Frank James did a skit where the 16 types at a hotel, and he had ISFP be like, "Look at the wall art. Like, look at this banal, blah blah blah." Like dribble, like how an ISFP would like not like that. An ISFP would
I mean,
not.
I don't like it either, but I don't. It doesn't bother me because it's visual. Visual stuff doesn't like bad visual art. I just go, "Ah, look at that thing," you know. It doesn't. It doesn't make me mad in any way. Um, for instance, Mom, don't be afraid to ban Mike Jones. Uh, should he um, should he cross any lines? He's known to be he's a known line crosser, and that's where I draw the line. So, do people in the grocery store think that you're Rachel's dad? I had somebody at the hospital think that one time.
Yeah.
It was pretty. It was like, I was hoping that wasn't gonna happen. But you know, uh, that's how it goes. I look older than my age. She looks younger than her age, and we are 14 years apart. But
I don't know. I feel like as you get older, it's like not a big deal. Like it
I,
doesn't feel that far apart.
it's really hard. It's also pretty difficult to get me to feel embarrassed or whatever. No, the First Amendment definitely exists in my world. Unfortunately, this space and my First Amendment rights include the right to exclude your speech from this forum, which is under my administration. So, the First Amendment precludes the government from making laws about free expression. Yeah, I had a voicemail from him one time. I'm not censoring you. I'm banning you. You can say whatever you want, just not here. After all, you can have your own YouTube channel. You can spend all of your time talking shit about me, like some people do. Like, I mean, you wouldn't be the first person to make a YouTube channel and spend all of your time talking shit about me. And if you were to do that, you'd never get any sort of privacy violation from me or anything like that. I never flag it or anything like that. Not a bit of that shit. That's actually respecting your free speech rights. When you come in here and shit in my soup, you're disrespecting my free speech rights. Up 10 bites 48. I don't know. That's the answer. I actually think I don't know. I don't think I know the answer to that. I do know that Dinah's in the kitchen with Dinah. Dinah's in the kitchen with Dump. However that song goes.
Yeah.
I know that.
Somebody kissing with Dinah.
Oh, that one, right. I also know, she'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes.
She'll be riding
6 white horses. She'll be
riding 6 white horses. She'll be riding 6 white horses when she comes.
I additionally know multiple other songs, including Hot Cross Buns, Row, Row, Row Your Boat, Row, Row, Row My Boat, and Row, Row, Row Our Boat.
Ooh.
When you censor a conflicting opinion, then I'm no better than the Nazis. Well, I don't believe I'm censoring a conflicting opinion. I am managing the discursive space. So, for example, if this were a symposium and you were standing in the audience and screaming and preventing us from having a discussion, nobody would dispute the fact that you needed to be removed. After all, you weren't exercising free speech, you were preventing it. Now here, you're not preventing it because you are not in the audible space, right? So note, of course, I'm still engaging with you. Not only have I not censored you, I'm still engaging you. I said it's a person's right to be racist. Not that it's okay to be racist. It's bad to be racist. I mean, it's bad to be groupers of any sort. Nobody's disputing that.
I agree.
I mean, as somebody who's fluidly transracial, I clearly have a vested interest in seeing racial justice. So that's why I don't think it's okay to be racist. And it's why I respect people's right to be racist. There's nothing outlandish about the idea that people have a right to be racist. What's outlandish is the idea that you can police people's conscience. I mean, there was a time when people were coming in and saying these things I would assume were just trolling, we're just exaggerating, pretending to be dumb or whatever. I'm not sure that's the case anymore. I think Mark Jones may actually believe that.
How do I handle the NITI loop? Well, do you prescribe by that? We were talking about how Frank James talks about that NITI loop.
Mike Jones III, the right to be racist means you don't have you can't do anything to prevent me from being racist. That's what the right to be racist means. Now, look, let's say that I'm Mike Jones and I'm a pretty hateful racist person. Well, that's your right. I don't police your conscience. Your ability to beat the hell out of me is completely irrelevant. If you were to do so, you simply prove yourself a wicked criminal. And if you just want to threaten it, then, well, I'd rather you not. But you're not really threatening here. You're just simply making a claim that you can. I'm not racist, Mike Jones III. And even if I were, getting beat up wouldn't cure it. No, I know. That's why I said to keep them on a short leash. I do like the opportunity to clarify some basic basic realities that are made clarifiable by certain kinds of foils, so to speak. Uh, Mike Jones is somebody who is saying the kind of dumb stuff that some people actually say. You know, um, if I was outcasted, then I'd stop. Uh, why would anybody want to outcast me? I've not done anything wrong. So, first of all, if I were outcasted, as you say, which I think by which you mean, if I were ostracized, then I'd stop what? Yeah, they have the right to be racist, of course. You want to police their thinking? You want to police what's going on in people's minds? I mean, talk about an awful human being. You are an awful human being.
Lighter?
Oh, sorry, I got two of them in my hand.
Thanks.
All right, he can go. He's just trolling. He's either too dumb to talk to or just trolling. Just toss him. Yeah, it's just probably Cloud being a douche. I don't have a mouse in front of me, so I can't I can't do things myself. I really could use some water. I'm dying of thirst here. Oh, yeah, it's just Cloud. It's like the funny thing is, of course, he thinks he's coming in here and trolling me, but those are, in fact, kind of some kinds of arguments that people have to face. It is true that sometimes people who are like that are serious. I've been surprised at the level of intellectual suppression at Jeffrey's school. It's I was shocked when I heard a recording of the teacher explaining to Jeffrey how he needed to write his paper, and basically what the teacher said is, you need to you need to affirm cultural relativism. That it's always wrong to impose your frame of reference on any other culture, rather than there being anything universalizable at all. And the problem with all of these paper attempts were they were attempts to actually make a case, like in debate. Debate's the last bastion of legitimacy in the liberal arts, for sure. It's it's all gone to trash. Can you hand me that meow?
Yeah, man.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Can you hand me that meow with your miggity pia and a figgity pia with the riggedy la? Charo is performing. Charo is still alive? How is Charo still alive? That cannot be possible. Charo is still alive? No. I don't see Charo. I see a bunch of Catholic stuff. Catholic this, Catholic that, Catholic the other thing. Everybody's so Catholic. Catholic Mass, Catholic Pass. Catholic Mass, Catholic Pass. Illusions, the drag queen show. Drag queen dinner show. We should go to this. We should totally go to this. Illusions, the show. Illusions, the drag queen show at Palm Springs. The very best in celebrity impersonation drag queen entertainment. Wangs. Probably. Illusions, the drag queen show. Tickets are from $10 to $750. What? That's an incredibly wide range of prices. Tickets to the show range from $10 to $750. Look, Winston's mom pulled up an activities in our area
Really?
thing for us to look at, and one of our possible choices could be Illusions, the show.
The show.
The #1 drag show in the land.
Wow.
What is the land? Hard to say. Okay, let's close this.
Who's the first lady?
Stars. Let's see who the stars are. Oh, let's see it. Stars, I said. Oh, these are the stars, I guess. I don't know. Cher is one of them. I know.
Lady Gaga.
Says here, come see the likes of Madonna, Cher, Tina Turner, Whitney Houston, Liza Minnelli, Joan Rivers, Phyllis Diller, Beyonce, Pink, Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, Rihanna, Britney Spears, Adele, Amy Winehouse, and so many more. How many more could there be?
Wow.
Already a lot.
There really is
It really is a lot of stars in one, a whole cavalcade of stars.
Yeah, it is.
Whole galaxy. All right, let's see what else is going on here. We could go to. Is tomorrow the 20th? That's Saturday.
No.
This is Saturday. We're not going to be here on Saturday. What day are we? What day is it? Let's find out. It's only the 16th. We need to get back for the 17th. No, not this weekend. Tomorrow. Get lucky with Cyberman and Mark. Car dealer, 101 Palm Springs. One team scavenger hunt. What is this? I'm curious about these things now. See what else is going on. 14th annual Shamrock in St. Patty's Bash? Free? What? Go hang out with a bunch of drunk people? And tomorrow, St. Patrick's Day?
Yeah.
The thing is here, it's free. It's an all-day and night event. And they're serving corned beef and cabbage with Irish stew, Irish tacos, chili soup. They're counting on people drinking alcohol to make money on this thing. If we went, we would totally get out of there ahead by a substantial margin. We'd go there, we each get a Coca-Cola, and we get some free corned beef and cabbage, stew, tacos, soup.
Whoa.
And we say, okay, thanks, bye.
Yeah.
So that would be too mean. We're not going to do that. Yeah. It makes me laugh to think about it. That must be the FI Polar, but I wouldn't actually do that. Puzzling adventures are a cross between a scavenger hunt and an adventure race. and an informative self-guided tour. That's a cross between three things. How do you cross three things? Puzzling adventures. Puzzling adventures, I have to say, um, it's itself, the concept is a puzzling adventure. I want you to be puzzled by this adventure as well. Okay. Puzzling adventures. Okay, let's all be puzzled by puzzling adventures. Puzzling adventures are a cross between a scavenger hunt, an adventure race, and an informative self-guided tour. Each adventure consists of a series of locations you are guided to, where you are required to answer questions. What's your name?
Oh
Eric. Or solve puzzles to receive your next instruction. All you need is your own mobile device and an internet connection. This is interesting. Um, oh, it's weird. Interesting concept, I guess. It's
yeah.
like basically a surprise guided tour with clues and stuff.
That's
Uh,
fun.
yeah. Get lucky with Ban and Mark. It's ended. We can't get tickets to this.
Oh.
Well, we might, but not guaranteed. Who are these people? A long-awaited event, long-awaited evening out. But who are these people, though? I've never heard of them before. I want to know more about them, and yet I never will. These are the days of our lives. What else is there? Let's see. Um, You Sleuth Augmented Reality Detective Experience? Fight climate change with your fork. A self-guided farm tour. Ay, ay, ay. Cool sculpting. You want to go get some cool sculpting, Rachel, so people won't think I'm your dad?
Yeah. Is that what?
Oh, cool. An online class on how to do eBay. That sounds like exactly what we want.
That's a far alley.
Yeah. This actually looks interesting. And it's free. It's a free webinar. Data science versus data analytics.
I wonder.
Ooh, Rachel, it does sound interesting, but I don't think it's
No, I
interesting
don't
enough to watch,
our
probably.
day like that.
I don't know. Maybe it could be. Become a visitations monitor? Oh, God. This is depressing. This thing is just incredibly depressing. I'm not sure why, but I find it just sad. Oh, good. Unraveling neurodevelopmental and behavioral disorders, ADHD, autism, etc. It's free. Uh, what is this? this is not really like activities for tourists. I don't know what this is really. Military marriage premarital seminar. We could go to that.
Yeah.
It's free. We just gotta go to the team building center.
Oh, it's here?
I don't know. Looks like it's in San Diego probably. Um, we go to anger management class.
Oh, wonderful.
We gotta go to the Marine Corps.
Oh.
That'd be fun though. We would go there and be like, "Hey guys, okay, you guys need to stop being so angry. We're not really that angry. We just want to learn how to manage it. Should we become angry? It's preventative anger management.
Yeah, preventative.
It's just, this is just so many meows. What is this? Fat Boy Wednesday pop up. This is in Los Angeles. It's too far away. Okay. I don't know why that bothers me so much. That whole list of things was just, you're supposed to get you $1,400 tonight? What are you getting $1,400 for?
Yeah, that's my question too.
We're at the condo. Yeah. El Condominium, as they call it. Let's see what's been going on while I've been not paying attention to this. Nice room. Thanks. I built it myself. You want to do an escape room? I'll figure it out. Which one would you choose if you could only choose one? Being right, wanted, successful, uniquely yourself, capable, safe, content, independent, harmonious. I mean, if you don't choose it, do you lose it? Or you just don't get improvement in it? Is it like, are you getting bonus points in one of these things? Or you choose one and sacrifice the other ones? I think that's an important thing to know before I answer that question. You want to meet us too? Well, we are meetable people. You, look at me. Hello, nice to meet you.
Hello, nice to meet you.
um, let's see here. What else has been said? Would you be opposed to meeting your famous friends in person if they could and wanted to? Not at all. I've met people lots of times before. Rachel and I went to visit Hambone.
Yeah, we did. It was really nice.
Yeah.
We had a fun time.
We went to Washington.
We went to Washington and we went to Oregon for a night too. It was fun.
That night in the haunted hotel was fun.
That was fun.
It was very spooky.
Very spooky.
I actually didn't think it was particularly spooky. So I'm still looking for your clarification on that question there. Now, I guess if I were to answer it both ways, well, if in fact, a stimulus check, if in fact, you lose the other one, then you want to keep safe because if you're unsafe, then you could die anytime, I guess, or something, you know. But if you get bonus points instead, you get to keep the other one's normal, just like normal, but you get bonus point in the one you choose. Then I want to choose. Well, see, I don't need bonus points in being right, so I wouldn't choose that one. I would need to see the list again. Where did the list go? Can you put the list again? Sean, if you're still here, could you put the list in here again? I am dying of thirst. I want to see the list of my choices again. There was content, there was safe, there was right, there was, I think, wanted or attractive, or there was there was no, not this time. Right, wanted, successful, uniquely yourself, capable, safe, content, independent, harmonious. Successful if I get bonus points. Safe if I lose everything but. Just because if you're dead, you can't. If I get bonus points, it would be right now probably independent. If I could only keep one, it would be right. If I had to choose between like wanted or uniquely myself, I'd choose wanted. If I had to choose wanted, successful, uniquely yourself, I'd choose successful if I got bonus points. I'd choose wanted if I had to only keep one, I think. Yeah, I think so. I don't find those questions particularly difficult to answer, interestingly. Uh, okay, so it's basically which one do you want bonus points in then? If you want bonus points, then the thing is, uh, I'm gonna have to factor in uh, which what I'm already good at. I was saying which is the highest priority, deal break priority. Oh, you mean so? Okay, deal break priority. I could choose only one as a deal breaker. So I guess that means the one you definitely don't want to lose. Is that another way to put that? Like you never know what's going to happen with these other ones. Life. But the one you definitely don't want to lose is meow. Is that a way of putting it? Which one do I definitely not want to lose? I mean, I don't understand the question when you say it's a deal break thing. I need to know what the deal is exactly, or I don't know what that means really. I need to frame it in some sort of more concrete way, like okay, I see. You never focus on one of the three. Well, I mean, I would still say, like, for pick one, the world never fucks with um, independent because I can handle the other things myself, right? If I'm independent, definitionally. But I don't know if this is what you're looking for there as far as answers go. If I can only pick one to like defend against the world, uh, I would say wanted is more. No, I don't need defense against the world from that. So I'm going to say successful. In other words, I want bonus points in successful. I don't feel like I need to protect wanted. I feel wanted adequately, and it's unlikely to. Like, I don't think Rachel's going to unwant me anytime particularly soon.
I'm not gonna unwant you. You're so distinct.
Thanks,
I
darling.
love you. You're welcome.
Growing up, which decade was my favorite? 70s, 80s, 90s? I mean, I guess the 70s. I liked this. I liked my childhood. I liked the way the world was in the 70s. It was wide and open and free. You know, I remember it some. The 80s, things got weird. 90s were a tumultuous decade for me. 2000s were a tumultuous decade for me. 2010s were pretty good. And I am expecting big things from the 2020s.
Same.
I'm going to call it a stream. Thanks, guys, for being here. I'm tired. I think Rachel's tired. And I like your question, SS Jason Jutsu, but I'm going to have to postpone it for another day. Whitens. Okay, goodbye, everybody. Love you all. See you later.